Basically, I am just trying to find my truth. These past few months, I've just really been soul searching and watching videos, and it's amazing though, because it seems like there's like all these signs that are just being thrown at me left and right. I mean, between everybody's videos, and everybody's making their own videos and saying what they want, but they all seem to tie together all of a sudden. Between, let's see, Just a Photo Girl, she just read a passage out of a book she's reading. Boy, did that hit me. Rob Reno, his video that he just put up, Golden Key, pretty much the same thing. Gastric Rose, her video she just put up about being authentic. There's another one, somebody that I just started following. It just seems like there's just constantly these, oh, what's her name? She just talked about it too. It just seems like these are all being thrown at me, literally thrown at me. And then on top of the fact of, I just went out driving last night, and I drove and drove and drove, and I was just in my head, and then I stopped in a parking lot, and I'm sure I was there for a few hours, and I was just sitting there and sitting there. And then last night, my dreams were just, I don't even know what they were about, but my sister kept coming into them, and she was just as clear as day. Like, I could see all her features, and like, it just seemed like she was right there. It seemed so real. I'm sorry. It just seems like it's just all coming to head right now, and I don't know what to do with it all. And I want to do the right thing, and I want to figure this out, but it just seems like it's all like coming at me so fast. I am so sorry. I didn't mean to. I wasn't going there with this video at all. I really, really miss my sister. And I really, really, really wish that she was here to see me now. Because I had surgery, my gastric bypass surgery. I had it on October 2nd of 2007. And my sister died that same month. And the last thing that I remember is being home from the hospital, laying in my bed because I was still recovering, saying I just wanted my sister, and she actually came over, and she was leaning over me, and I just remember this to the T. She was leaning over me, and I just said to her, take me home with you, you know, take care of me. And that was the last time that I saw my sister. Oh my gosh, I didn't mean to go here at all. This is like, I didn't mean to go here. This wasn't the point at all of this video. I think the point of this video was that when she passed away, it made my world spin. I have not been this upset in a few years. Whew. Okay. Clearly, I'm being like emotionally attacked right now, but I think it's a really good thing. I really think that I need this. That's why I'm still recording and I'm not stopping, because I think that I really need to get this out. Because clearly I've been holding this in for a while. I have a big knot in my throat right now. Sorry, I want to get this out, so I want to kind of calm down a little bit. I think that this is relevant because when she passed away, like, I was still recovering from surgery, and I don't know if I mentioned this in one of my first videos or not. I know I was very vague in what I was saying. I know I didn't go into detail at all. But the reason why I lost the weight so quickly is because I drank orange juice for, like, I don't even know, 6-8 months after she passed away, because that's all I could do. I mean, that's all I couldn't eat because nothing worked. And so I literally lived on orange juice. Literally, like, I can't even stand the smell of orange juice now because I drink it all day, every day for so many months. And that's why I lost the weight so quickly. And so that's kind of why I never learned the nutrition, and I never learned, you know, how to eat, because I didn't know how to cook before that, and I thought that that was going to be my opportunity. You know what I mean? I bought the juicers, and I bought the blenders, and I bought the protein powders, and I bought the little, I did it all. I got all prepared, and then my life turned upside down, and that was it. And so I lost the weight, and I just started living life, you know? After that point, my grieving kind of mellowed a little bit, and I wasn't so emotional, and I was skinny. So, you know what I mean? That's kind of my truth. Because I know I didn't say my truth in my past videos. I didn't lie, I just didn't tell my truth because I wasn't ready to tell my truth. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. My sister was 18 months older than me, and she died for the stupidest. She got shot. She was at the wrong place at the wrong time. She was a wonderful mother, a wonderful sister. I mean, she worked her whole life, and she never, you know, went astray, and she never, I mean, she was just focused, and she got a call in the middle of the night asking for a ride. She woke up, she told her boys, "I'll be right back." And what made it worse was I was still in recovery, and I had on the wall, I had posted on the wall, like, you know, when I was taking my medicine and stuff like that. And I had looked back at my log of the times that I was getting up in the middle of the night and taking medicine, and I had written down at 12:04 that I got up. I jumped out of bed in excruciating pain, and I didn't know why I woke up so quickly, and that was her time of death. Woo-wee. Reliving this is not what I expected to do right now, but I really, really, really need to get through this. So please bear with me. I don't know if I can do this. Okay, and in 2009, I had another surgery. They were going in for another exploratory surgery that ended up failing big time. That's another video. And I got a call. Well, they called me in the hospital, but nobody would tell me, but I knew that my dad passed away. After my sister passed away, I mean, it just shook my whole family up. And everyone was just a hot mess. Some people went into hibernation and just wouldn't talk to anybody anymore. And my dad, he got, well, I don't even know, just one day he came over and he was saying he was having trouble with his leg. It just would just give out on him for no reason. And he thought that was odd. So he went to the doctor, and then he started literally so quickly having all these other symptoms. And then he called me one day, and I teased him. I thought he was drunk. I'm like, Dad, have you been drinking? He was slurring his words, and he was talking really slow, but that was his speech. And then, literally, it was August. August, he had to quit work. August of 2008, he had to quit work. And October, he had testing, and they thought that he had Lou Gehrig's disease. And in January, he passed away. And he was already at the stage of in a wheelchair, couldn't talk. They were just about to put a feeding tube in because it was getting to that point. But he didn't make it. So we still didn't get a definite diagnosis of Lou Gehrig's. They had ruled out stroke and they had ruled out everything else, but we didn't get a definite Lou Gehrig's because he passed away too quickly. And they've never seen a Lou Gehrig's disease patient that rapidly go through the changes that Lou Gehrig's disease does. So I feel like every time you know why this is happening? You know why this is happening? Because I'm scheduled for surgery in April and I'm scared to death. I'm having surgery next month again. And even though I was excited because a doctor will finally, a specialist finally will help me, this has nothing to do with weight loss surgery whatsoever. This is something completely different, and I know I'm telling my truths, but I'm not sure how much more I could take of telling my truths right now. But I'm just scared to death, literally, because it just seems like every time I have a surgery, something really bad happens. Either the surgery just doesn't, it's not successful and it causes other issues, or I'm not even gonna say it. Oh, I am so exhausted. This isn't where I was going with this video at all. But I guess this is my truth. This is clearly why anybody who has had weight loss surgery knows all of the hoops and stuff that you have to go through to, and the psych visits that you have to go through, and if there's, you know, any kind of, if your doctor thinks that you are mentally not ready for it, they won't do it. I think this is clearly this is clearly why. Unfortunately, this stuff all happened right after my surgery, so who would have known? But it just seems like every time I want to get on track and I say to myself, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to, you know, start taking Zumba because I love doing that, and I'm going to start learning how to eat right, and I'm going to, you know, do this, and I'm going to do that. It seems like there's always another bump in the road, and I say to myself, is that an excuse? Or is there really truly things that keep getting in my way of being successful at this? Granted, I'm at my I'm not right now, I'm 15 pounds heavier, but I maintained, you know, and I think it made it too easy for me to use the excuses of, you know, well, I'm not gaining weight with what I'm doing. You know, I don't eat large portions. You know, I can't. My tool still works in that way. My tool still works in the way of I don't eat sugary stuff. But I don't want to. I mean, I don't want to drink soda. I don't want to eat ice cream that's got sugar in it. You know, I don't want to do that stuff. So I don't, you know, I stay away from the big no-nos. But yet, yes, I can have Wendy's or McDonald's or whatever. You know, I can have 2 chicken nuggets and then be full. You know what I mean? So I don't eat a lot, but I mean, chicken nuggets probably isn't the best thing in the world to eat. I mean, it's not making me gain weight, so mentally, you know what I mean? It is what it is, but I still want to feel healthier. I still want to be healthier. And it just seems like there's always a bump in the road. And then I just say, forget it. It's just too much work. It's too much hassle. I'm not gaining weight. Forget it all. You know, that's always my mental game, or I don't know what you want to call it. I don't know. I'm so exhausted right now. I honestly, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to go there. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I don't know. I think I'm just ready for my truth to be out there so that maybe it can either keep me accountable or maybe there's somebody else that understands. You know, I feel like I've been so alone in this journey and so alone in my feelings, and clearly I've been pushing back the feelings part because I have not let loose like this in several years. This is not my daily, you know, I don't think, you know, when I think about my sister, I don't start immediately crying. You know, I haven't done that I haven't done that in a very long time. So this emotional explosion, I don't know where this came from, but I do want to say though that I want to say exactly what I was gonna say, which was the whole purpose of me coming on YouTube. And I'm sorry if I'm sniffing and I just thought about that. That's probably sounding really bad to you guys. And I do need a drink. I'm sorry. The whole purpose of me getting on just now was to say that I came onto YouTube because after 5 years, or after 4 years at that point, after 4 years of maintaining my weight, I had that 25-pound gain. And it freaked me out because I didn't know how to get it off, because I didn't know what I all of a sudden started doing differently to make it happen. So, but then I found out that the 25-pound weight gain was medicine that I had a shot, and the side effects were weight gain, and it would last about 6 to 8 months, which is what happened. I mean, I lost 15 pounds already, and so I can already feel and see the difference. And so I just have a little bit more to lose, and then I'll be back to where I was maintaining before. So my problem is, when I had the regain, it kicked me into gear in saying, I need to learn nutrition, I need to learn food, I need to learn nutritional facts of food, you know, it kicked me and said, I need to do this. I should have done this 5 years ago, but I really need to do it now before this gets out of hand. Well, now that I know that it was medicine that caused me to have that weight gain, and sorry, my Bluetooth is talking to me. It's low battery, sorry, and that threw me off. What was I saying? So, you know, I'm almost back down to maintenance, not doing anything different, not eating anything different, you know, not. So I'm trying to understand mentally how to do this, because now I'm back to where I was before I had that shot, before I had that weight gain of I'm maintaining, I'm not gaining. So how do I do this? You know what I mean? Because it seems like I only seem to want to do this, you know, if something is forcing me to, you know. And that's what I was saying about the videos that people have been putting out there, you know, these past couple of days. The golden key, you know, Rob Reno was talking about the golden key, and, you know, do you want to be one of those people that just breaks down the door or picks the lock? And I don't see myself as being either one of those, but I understand exactly what he's saying. Or maybe that's not what I'm trying to say. Maybe is I'm there, I'm at the golden door, but I got there and not the right way. I don't know. Now I've confused the heck out of myself. I don't know what I'm trying to say anymore. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just trying really hard to be truthful to myself, because you guys are all right. You have to change the mind to change the body, to change yourself for life. I mean, if you don't change your mind, and if you don't say that I'm going to make the change, I'm going to stick to it, I'm going to do it, it won't be a forever thing. I mean, it won't. And so I want to do that. I want to change my mind. And I just don't know how. And I don't know if I'm pushing it too hard and I'm overseeing what's right in front of my face, or if this is just the beginning and I just need to take it slow. I don't know. I'm confusing the hell out of myself, and I'm sure I'm confusing the hell out of everybody else. So I hope that you guys understand me. I'm sorry. No, not sorry. I think I needed to do this video. Clearly there's a reason why this is happening, and I don't really know why, but clearly there's a reason why this is all coming together right now. And I just have to listen really, really hard for the answer right now. Until next time, guys, God bless.